Hi, Angie here again, Quantum Transformation Queen, and this is the third video in my three-part series, The Inside Out Process, Change Your Life. Okay, so just to recap on the first two videos then, if you've not seen them, go back and watch them. So the first one was all about your thoughts, okay, and how your thoughts create your current circumstances, so you can change your thoughts and change your circumstances. And the second video was all about emotions and your energetic vibration that you give out, all about you get what you expect again. It was the first video, but again, it's a similar thing with the vibration. You attract what you're giving out. Okay, so if you're feeling depressed, you're going to get more circumstances that make you feel depressed. If you're feeling happy, you're going to get more circumstances that make you feel happy. So it's all about changing the energy that you give out, your vibration, and allowing yourself to feel the emotions, but then trying to move up the scale of emotions so that your vibrational frequency raises, so you can change your life that way. All right, so you've got the first two steps on how to make your life better. The third step is what I call quantum action. Okay, now if you've not done anything about quantum physics, don't be scared. I used to think quantum physics was really boring. All right, but then I started looking at it when I trained to be a science teacher, and I looked at it just more recently, because it's been linked into things like the law of attraction and all that sort of stuff, which I've been looking at, and it makes so much sense when you look at it in the wider context. Okay, what I mentioned in the last video, and I'm just going to recap it here, is that everything is energy. All right, everything. And I'm going to go a little bit further now and really blow your mind. As a Star Wars and Star Trek fan, this is something that, I really like reading about, and I really like sort of working with. It might be too weird for you, but what I always say is, give it a try. Okay, you don't have to believe it. Okay, when Isaac Newton went on about the law of gravity and things like that, how do we know that's true? Yeah, it's like when people said that everyone thought the world was flat and then it was round. When people started saying it was round, the people who had thought it was flat for years were like, what's going on? No, it isn't. Okay, so there's always going to be that initial feeling of, this is a too weird for me. Is it true? Is it not? All right, for me, when I look more about quantum physics and how the universe works, how can some bits of it be true and others not true? That's how I look at it. You can't just look at a big thing, like a big sort of like area, and say, how can some bit be true and not others? It's like maths, isn't it? Okay, so how can you say, all right, the adding, dividing, subtracting bit's true, but not the algebra? It's all part of the same thing. Okay, and again, be open-minded, but what I'm going to tell you might blow your mind now. Okay, and I don't know for sure this is true either, but I'm still open-minded, but I'm willing to give it a go, and I have seen great results for people who have tried this. Okay, and it's worked. Even for myself, I thought, well, why not give it a go? And things just escalate really quickly. So basically, quantum action is based on the principle, again, that everything's energy, that you can create your reality and change your reality. But it also believes there's no such thing as time, all right? It's that thing, isn't the time-space continuum, if you watch Star Trek and Star Wars. There's no such thing as time, okay? And the quantum physics also believes, okay, that everything is happening right now. Now, this bit really blows my mind, so it's probably going to blow your mind. So there's no past, there's no future, there's only the present, okay? And there's different parallel universes and realities, if you like, okay? So so while you're watching this, you as a child is still happening. This is blowing your mind. You as like far into the future is happening as well, all right? And it even goes as far as saying that if there is such thing as past lives, that all those lives are happening. So everything is just happening at once and everything's connected. So is your mind blown yet? All right. So give this bit a try. I've got my little dog here, she just wants a little stroke. So you've done the other bits, you've done the thought bit, you've done the emotional vibrational bit. The quantum bit is going to speed up your results. And all you have to do, okay, is think about what you want for your future now. Okay, so what is it that you want? So it could be in the next month, okay, it could be in the next 3 years. Just think about your perfect future self. If you had everything you wanted now, okay, I want you to close your eyes and think about this. If you had everything that you wanted now, what would you look like? Where would you be living? Okay, what would your health be like? Who's in your life? Okay, is it still the same people that are in your life now, or is it new people? What job have you got? Have you got a job, or are you living a life of leisure on the beach every day? Okay, so just have, I think I'm just going to be quiet now, and I just want you to have, first of all, relax, take some deep breaths, close your eyes, and then just allow that vision to come into your mind. And I want you to see, hear, feel, smell, taste everything around you. Make it as real as you can, okay? And think about how that makes you feel. The feeling is very important. So I'm going to be quiet while you think about this perfect future you. We'll give it a couple of minutes and feel the feeling of it now. So I'm just going to go quiet for a minute and stroke my dog while you're doing that. Okay, so I hope then that you got a glimpse of your perfect future. And now what I want you to do is to think about that feeling, okay, that you had. And we're going to use a little NLP technique now to anchor that feeling in. So one thing I like to do is to do this symbol here. So I just put my thumb and forefinger together. And that's because you hardly ever do that symbol, do you, accidentally? Okay. Because the anchor needs to be something that you would do on purpose, all right? So I want you to do something, either a finger cross, but again, you do that quite a lot, don't you, sometimes crossing your fingers, or like wiggle your ear, something that you can do anytime to get that feeling, and we're going to anchor it in. So what I want you to do now is to feel that feeling, make your gesture, your symbol. We're anchoring it in. Deep breath in, release. So now every time you do that gesture, that symbol, that's going to evoke that feeling for you. All right. So comment below what your feeling was. It should be a positive feeling that you've had. So, you know, whether it's joy, happiness, excitement. If you've got anything a bit lower than that, like relief, then that means you didn't quite hit your future self, your future feeling yet, your quantum self. So maybe go back and do it again until you can get that higher vibration. Because the perfect life, the perfect you, as we mentioned in the last video, is going to be vibrating at a high vibration. Otherwise they wouldn't have everything, yeah, that's good, would they? Okay? So I hope that sort of made that a bit more you know, made it a bit more sense for you, that that's why it all works out like that. So what I want you to do now to help to escalate you getting your life changed to how you want it. Now you know what your quantum feeling is, okay? So now you want to feel that as often as you can. So we've done your little gesture, so you can do that to try and evoke that feeling back. And now think about things that you do that give you that feeling, all right? So just say that, you know, you had the feeling, when I've done this exercise before, I always felt like really carefree, okay? So the things that I do to feel like that are going out with my dog in nature and just relaxing, knowing that I don't have anything to rush back for, okay? Lying down, reading my Kindle, that always relaxes me and makes me feel carefree. So think about what little things that you do that can give you that feeling that your future perfect self had, and do more of it, okay? and you watch how fast that the circumstances that you're wanting, the better circumstances, start coming into your life really easily without you having to make any effort. Another thing I'll say while we're talking about the inside out process is that the way the universe works as well is, it's like Yoda said in Star Wars, there is no try, okay? Trying is effort, and if you're trying to do something, you're always working hard, making an effort, that is not the way that you're supposed to do things, believe it or not. Okay, wish someone had told me that ages ago. It's supposed to be all easy and flowing and happy and high vibrational. All right, so do more of the high vibrational stuff, less of the low vibrational stuff, stuff that makes you feel stressed, stuff that makes you feel bored. I know that we all have to do some of these things every day, but try to increase the proportion of the good things and lessen the bad things where you can that make you feel bad, and just watch how miraculous your circumstances change. So before I go, I just wanted to mention one last thing, and that's because I know that I may get asked these questions. This 3-part video series has been about just for you, okay? But we all know that at the moment there is a global pandemic, all right? I know a lot of people are starting to think, well, if you create your own outer circumstances, and has everybody in some way created what's going on now in this pandemic? And there are some people who think yes, because over the past few years there's been so much fear, there's been so much negative things in the media. With the advent of social media increasing as well, people have been more and more isolated anyway, okay? And obviously your vibration, and if you do one thing, you get more of it. So if people as a society were trying to isolate more, and how many people do you know who, would rather be glued to the phone than go and see their family or friends, or they're not going out as much? So in a way, it's like as a society, we've got more of it, haven't we? Okay. And so I believe that if we all can, raise our vibration and, make our own lives happier as an individual, then if everyone did that, then I think we would see a much better outer world as well. All right, because the mind, the body, and, the way the universe works is very, very powerful. So I'd love to hear what you think, and I'm going to leave it here, and I will see you all again soon. Bye for now.